Hello mga Kokak, welcome to another Kokak Vlogs in which nasa bahay lang din ulit tayo dahil hindi po tayo pwedeng lumabas dahil, well, gabi na and malakas po ang ulan sa labas. Welcome back to the Philippines. Galing po tayo ng Shenzhen, galing po tayo ng Hong Kong, which is meron pa po tayong mga content na lalabas from Hong Kong and Shenzhen. So watch out for that. Sobrang exciting na mga pangyayari po doon. But for today, we will be talking about something very home-based. So naisip ko lang, may mga nagtatanong kasi, people are asking about, what kind of internet do you need for example, streaming? Or, for example, what kind of internet do you need for crypto mining or mining? Particularly since meron tayong mga mining topics recently and sa vlogs, and then that was one of the questions that was posed sa isa sa mga videos ko. But before we get to that, and also I know may mga tao, there are people that are asking, where's the vlog about how to start mining? That will be very, very soon. I'm not trying to withhold it from you or anything. It's gonna be a super duper simple video. Ang pagka-explain ko sa kanya is like, you don't need to understand anything about a car, you just need to know how to drive. And that's basically how I'll teach you how to mine. Just gonna teach you how to mine, not how to fix a car, not how to, change a tire. That's the easiest way to get into mining, is just start driving a car. Okay? But before we get to that, ang ating mundane vlog today, to continue our sort of a stream of Kokak vlogs, is about maintaining or questions about Wi-Fi at home. Now, the reason why naisip kong mag-vlog about this is I was just watching this new show this is a new movie from Netflix. This is Okja. Very awesome, and it's in HDR, so it's actually very hard to record the video. But this is in 4K HDR, an amazing looking movie, and I'm streaming it via Wi-Fi to this TV. And I was just thinking, what an amazing kind of Wi-Fi. This is probably minimum 10 megabits per second. That's crazy for Wi-Fi. But in case you're not experiencing that kind of fast Wi-Fi at home, there might be reasons why. But before I get to that, CR muna tayo.
Walang Wi-Fi!
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Alright, mga Kuya Kokak, we'll just try to explain what happened right there when we lost Wi-Fi signal. So here is a good way to see the Wi-Fi signal of your phone on your phone. This is network signal info. I want to try and show you what happens when we walk away and move the room towards the restroom we have, and see how much percentage drops. So I'm gonna stand up right now. Outside my door, without the door closed, is already 52%. We dropped a lot, and we're going in here in the middle of the corridor. And then what kind of signal are we getting? 40, 39, it's dropping quite quickly, 35%. There's a little bit of lag, so it does take like 10 seconds before the actual signal changes. So 35% here in the middle of the corridor. We're gonna walk more inside of the restroom. Here we are, we're inside the restroom now, and then it should be dropping as soon as possible. There we go, 27%, 25%. And we haven't even closed the door yet. So let's close the door right now. About 29%. Now this is borderline unusable because the internet speeds will be really, really terrible when your Wi-Fi signal is less than 1 bar or 1 bar or so. And we're going down to 31%. So that proves that basically, signal strength is very important, and this pretty normally. However, I do wanted to demonstrate that distance and walls, especially if you have thick walls, if you have a Faraday cage, then the signal won't come in. Of course, nobody has a Faraday cage, and the dog is barking outside, but you get my point. The farther you are, the less the signal you have, especially if you have a thicker walls. Of course, that's not the only factor. Even if you're in this room, there are some things that might affect Wi-Fi performance. For example, interference with a lot of the Wi-Fi objects in this room. That's why my Wi-Fi is on channel 11, so it doesn't clash with other Wi-Fis around this neighborhood. Also, you know, all of the Wi-Fi objects that I have right here are pretty strong, but you know, it could still interfere with each other, and that happens when I use the Wi-Fi on my camera, because that camera has a very weak Wi-Fi antenna, and that will affect performance as well. So typically something with a bigger antenna will get better reception. That is pretty standard for everything. That's why phones have pretty small antennas, but they do manage to get through most of the time. Stuff like laptops and desktops generally have bigger antennas, unless you know you have like cheap Wi-Fi antennas on those. And then there would be those big routers also that you can get with lots and lots of antennas, and those are even better for spreading out reception in your home, because they give out more connections to more devices in your home. A lot of people are unsatisfied with their Wi-Fi, and I am too. I need an upgrade very, very quickly. My Wi-Fi and router over there is almost 10 years old, and I bought it during the time when Wi-Fi N came around. Also, I can kind of see clearly that the router that I have here, the Wi-Fi N router that I have here, is no longer equipped to deliver the speeds that I'm expecting in today's modern world, because we have obviously gone up to faster internet recently, or I mean in the past few years. And if you're not familiar with how routers work, they do have processors in them, and some of them are kind of, you know, like single core processors, some are even dual core, some can go up to quad core, and that can get you faster internet speeds, primarily because the CPU on the router, which you can't see right now, it's over there, is not bottlenecking. So there is actually a thing called router bottlenecking when it comes to when the CPU is too slow on the router. All right, so as you would expect, Wi-Fi speeds are important to somebody like me, who live streams on YouTube, uploads to YouTube regularly, uploads to Facebook, and doing a lot of social media things. And of course, I play games, download games all the time on, you know, review laptops or even phones. So, you know, having a reliable Wi-Fi connection is always important for gaming, for streaming, and all that stuff. But also the question of what kind of internet do you need for your mining rigs? And I know that's going to be a minority, but I just wanted to ask the question also about what kind of internet you needed for mining. All right, so like I showed you before on the Kokak vlog about the mining rig setup, I showed you this little IP camera that I have, and this is completely wireless. This uses Wi-Fi N to connect to my router, which is on the other apartment. Number two is this desktop is actually running off Wi-Fi. I didn't show you that before, did I? This is running on just a 500, 600 peso Wi-Fi card, PCIe, right there on the back of that, right there, there it is. And it's also connected via Wi-Fi N to the router, which is on the other apartment. All right, so simply put, what kind of internet you need for mining, or at least the Wi-Fi, is anything very consistent and low ping. You don't need a very fast internet connection for mining, and that's why it's kind of low overhead when it comes to, you know, requiring internet connections. However, that internet connection needs to be low ping and needs to be super reliable. And if you're running on Wi-Fi, that Wi-Fi needs to be super reliable as well. Any disconnection will net you, you know, losses because you can't mine. So what exactly is needed when mining? You need to share calculations. As you can see, share 100, share 101, share 102. The faster you can upload those information, that calculation, the faster you can get your money. And the thing is, you're competing with hundreds of thousands or maybe millions of even people that are mining as well. So you need to do these calculations fast. So you may have the proper hardware, the proper GPUs to calculate these numbers, but if your internet connection has problems, your Wi-Fi is slow, then you will have problems sending those shares. So important thing about mining is that your connection is stable, connection is low ping. It doesn't have to be necessarily super duper fast, and that's an amazing thing because it will not affect the download or upload speed from your own internet. It will just stay there, sort of sipping your internet in the background, just byte by byte. But the important thing is you need to have low ping internet so nobody else will steal your shares, and it has to be reliable, so your Wi-Fi needs to be reliable as well. Like I said, of course, if you're playing games, if you're downloading games, streaming Netflix, or uploading stuff on YouTube and stuff like that, Wi-Fi speeds and Wi-Fi reliability is important as well. Of course, make sure that your device, for example, your smartphone, has the fastest internet connection possible, so you can stream as fast. If you do Facebook Live vlogs and stuff like that, you need to have the best Wi-Fi connection in your house. So figure out what's the best way to position your Wi-Fi router. Typically, you want it in your second floor point. Usually Wi-Fi trickles down, and also in a nice open area in the second floor if you can. If you can't, just try to put it in the most center area possible with the best coverage. You'll have to do a little bit of trial and error on how to get that in the best way possible. Anyway, that's it for now. That's a bit of a short vlog. Like I said, it's raining outside. We can't do much to do a vlog of, and I hope you people who asked about the mining Wi-Fi and how I get my internet, hopefully that answers your questions. You don't need fast internet. You just need reliable, low ping internet, at least for mining, okay? For streaming, for downloading games and other stuff, you will definitely need faster internet as well as a good, reliable Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi can possibly kill you in terms of, when you're playing multiplayer games like PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Alex from PsychoClass.com here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Don't worry about the mining questions. I will definitely show you how to drive. Like I said, the easiest way to learn what it is, what mining is about, and how to get into mining is just to learn how to drive. You don't need to learn about the car. You don't need to learn about how petrol or gas is combusted and turned into, move kinetic motion and stuff like that. All you need to learn is how to drive the car. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Oh, hello. What is it? Oh.